If Windows 10 is experiencing performance problems, then one of the simplest tools that you can use to figure out what's going on is the Task Manager. Let me show you how this works. I'm going to right-click on the Start button. And I'll go to Run and I'll type Task MGR. And I'll press OK, and this opens up the Task Manager. Now at first there's nothing displayed, but if I click on More Details, then what I get is a list of every process that's running on the machine. Let me go ahead and make this a little bigger so you can see. For every process, we can see the amount of CPU resources that are being used. We can see how much memory the process is using, disk time and network bandwidth, and how much power is being used. So we get all of this information for every process. We can also sort these columns if, for example, I wanted to know which process is consuming the most CPU time. I could click on the CPU column and the list would be sorted by CPU usage. Now, this isn't the only view that's available to us. You'll notice that there's a tab at the top of the screen labeled Performance. I'll go ahead and click on the Performance tab. And what I get here is an overall view of the machine's performance. So right now I can see the machine's CPU usage, and you can see that the load on this machine is relatively low. I could also click on Memory, and the graph would change to reflect the machine's memory usage rather than the CPU usage. And of course, I also have an option that I can click on to see how the hard disk is being used. And incidentally, if your machine has multiple disks, then you'll see an icon for each individual disk. And then there's one more for looking at network performance. So this is how you can use the Task Manager to assess the performance of a Windows 10 machine.